to a brand new podcast session. Today we're doing Phantom Phenomena, tales of the world's most terrifying supernatural events. Let's get started. The Morbid Mountains. A goblin creature attacked my dog. This is quite possibly the strangest and most intense encounter I've ever had. Not only did it happen to me, but also to my dog and my friend's dog too. In our local woods in the north of New England, there is a path beside a cliff face, and on those cliffs, there is a series of small caves we all call the banana caves. I was never sure why, but the cliffs are made of limestone and have a slight yellow tint. Maybe it was the shape of the caves, but that's not important. Many people, locals, dog walkers like us, bird watchers, frequently use the paths we walked. It's not exactly a quiet path, which is why this was as shocking as it was. My dog and my friends are great, and they are amazing off their leashes. They will just go and do what they do and don't bother anyone or any dogs. Of course, dogs will be dogs. Mine, being a bit of an adventurer, began climbing the bank toward the cliff face and near the caves. I calmed down more than once. Despite my efforts, I noticed something had caught his eye because his head went low and his ears went back. I thought it was strange because it was a rabbit or a squirrel. He'd have chased it. Instead, he was as still as a statue. I shouted louder this time for him to come back and down to the path. Then there's a huge commotion. He went into fight mode, backing up while barking and snapping at whatever the hell it was. I scrambled up to bank myself in a panic. I made sure it wasn't a badger, as they can act erratically when cornered. My dog charged forward, and that was it. He yelped and barked, and it was awful. What I saw was a monkey-like creature with pointy ears. There wasn't any fur that was visible to me. It had a black and leathery appearance with eyes as dark as midnight. It lashed itself into my dog's neck, hanging onto it like the way a sloth does. My dog shook and rolled, but whatever this thing was, it held on. Despite running into my heart pounding against my ribcage, it seemed like an eternity before I finally reached my dog. My first dog joined in on the commotion as she ran past me and began barking and snarling at the creature and my dog. As I got closer, I picked up a stick and instantly swung at the little creature. Terrified it was seriously hurting my dog, I hit the creature directly on the back of its head. It didn't budge straight away, so I hit it again. This time, the stick broke in half when hitting its back. The creature bounded off my dog, its movements resembling that of a playful monkey. Upon closer inspection, I noticed it had a face resembling that of a bat. Complete with two menacing pointy front teeth, it spun around and appeared to have lost footing, but eventually dashed off on all fours, climbed up the cliff face, and disappeared over the cliff edge. Luckily, my dog was pretty much unharmed. He had a slight cut above his eye, a cut on his nose, and a cut on his chest that looked worse than it was. There was just a lot of blood. I have no idea what this thing was, but my friend saw it from the bottom of the bank and confirmed the exact same thing I saw. I believe it to be some sort of goblin. But beyond that, I have no idea. I'm positive that there is at least one person who has encountered something similar and prowling in northeast England, waiting for his next meal. According to local folklore in northern England, boggarts were mischievous beings that delight in causing chaos and tormenting their victims. They are known for pranks, shape-shifting, and creating eerie noises. Superstitious individuals would take precautions to ward off boggarts, such as placing iron objects in their doorways or leaving offerings of milk and honey. Naming a boggart was dangerous, as it was believed to unleash its full wrath. In the marshlands, it was thought doing so brought madness and accidents. While some dismissed these stories as superstition, belief in boggarts remained ingrained in folklore of northern England, while some claimed witnessed their presence.